Imagine your joints as the hinges of an old wooden door, once smooth, now creaky with every movement. Or think of your skin like a once tight drum slowly losing its tension. What if the source of that decline isn't just age, but the quiet erosion of collagen, the protein that binds, cushions, and holds everything together? Have you ever wondered why your knees swell more easily now? Or why your legs feel heavier at the end of the day? The answer might be simpler and more reversible than you think. Collagen isn't just about beauty, it's about mobility, strength, and structural integrity. And nature has already given us the tools to restore it. In this video, we'll explore 15 powerful foods grouped into 3 key categories: collagen, rich sources, antioxidant defenders, and foundational vegetables and seeds. Let's begin with the first and most critical step: restoring what's been lost with the top 5 natural sources of collagen. If I told you that one of the most underrated remedies for knee pain and stiff joints was simmering in a humble pot of broth, would you even consider trying it? Let me introduce you to one of the most collagen-rich foods on the planet. Boiled chicken feet. Yes, chicken feet, an ingredient found in traditional kitchens around the world, especially in Asia and Latin America, but often overlooked in modern diets. As a doctor who's worked with aging patients for years, I can tell you this isn't just an old wives' tale. It's nutritional science in action. When cooked slowly, chicken feet release a high concentration of collagen type 2. What's that? Collagen is the structural protein that holds your joints, skin, and ligaments together. Think of it as the glue that keeps your body from falling apart. As we age, our body produces less collagen, especially type 2, which is found specifically in cartilage, the soft, cushioning tissue between your joints. That's why knees creak, ankles swell, and walking feels heavier than it should. But here's the practical part. When you consume collagen from natural sources like chicken feet, your digestive system breaks it down into amino acids like glycine and proline. These are then used by your body to rebuild cartilage and improve joint flexibility. In fact, glycine also helps regulate inflammation in the body, acting almost like a natural pain reliever. You may be wondering, can a soup really compete with my joint supplements? The answer lies in bioavailability. Nutrients from whole foods are often better absorbed than isolated compounds in pills. And here's a simple clinical insight. I've had patients in their 60s and 70s who started drinking homemade chicken feet broth 3 times a week. Within a month, many reported easier movement, reduced knee pain, and even better skin tone on their legs. Why? Because collagen also improves skin elasticity and blood vessel support. Let me ask you, if your joints are aching and your legs feel swollen by the end of the day, are you addressing the cause or just numbing the symptoms? This isn't a miracle. This is molecular repair done the old-fashioned way. When you slowly simmer chicken feet with vinegar, the acidity helps extract more collagen from the bones and tendons. What you get is a gelatin. Rich broth, slightly thick, almost silky, loaded with the very building blocks your joints are screaming for. It's not expensive, not complicated, and not a trend. It's a return to foundational nourishment your body still remembers how to use. So the real question is, will you keep treating your joints like a temporary fix? Or will you finally give them what they need to rebuild from within? If chicken feet broth is nature's answer to joint cushioning, then fishbone broth is its silent companion in repair and renewal, working not just on the surface, but deep within your joints, tendons, and even your circulation. After all, healing isn't just about rebuilding cartilage. It's also about restoring flow, reducing inflammation, and enhancing flexibility from the inside out. So if you're ready to take the next step, let's talk about fish. Fish broth, especially when made from bony parts like fish heads, spines, or even sardines is one of the richest sources of marine collagen, a type known for its small molecular size and high absorption rate. This makes it incredibly effective for older adults whose digestive systems may not absorb nutrients as efficiently as before. But collagen isn't the only treasure hidden in this broth. You're also getting essential minerals like calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium, all of which work synergistically to protect bone density, support nerve function, and regulate muscle contractions. Ever felt that tight, dull ache when climbing stairs? Or that strange click in your ankle after a long walk? Those can be signs of joint dehydration, a subtle but common issue in aging bodies. Here's where fish broth shines. It's rich in glycine and proline, two amino acids that help restore the gelatinous fluid inside your joints, improving lubrication and reducing friction. In simple terms, your joints glide better, move easier, and hurt less. And let's not forget the anti-inflammatory properties of marine collagen. Regular intake has been associated with reduced symptoms in people with osteoarthritis and joint stiffness. I often ask my patients, are you just hydrating your body, or are you hydrating your joints too? There's a difference, and fish broth addresses both from a practical standpoint. Preparing fish broth is easy. Use the heads or spines of oily fish, simmer with ginger and vegetables for several hours, and strain. The result is a light, flavorful broth that can be sipped alone or used as a base for soups and stews. And just like that, you've turned kitchen scraps into a joint, healing elixir. So tell me, are you still throwing away the best part of the fish? If fish broth nourishes your joints with deep marine collagen, then egg whites offer a more immediate, accessible source of healing right from your refrigerator. Often underestimated and overshadowed by the yolk, the humble egg white is one of the most efficient, affordable, and bioavailable sources of two amino acids that play a direct role in collagen production, glycine and proline. And this isn't just nutritional trivia. It's the kind of practical biochemistry that can change how your knees feel when you get out of bed in the morning. When patients tell me they feel like their joints are grinding, or that their knees swell without warning, I often ask, what are you feeding your connective tissue? Because joints don't just break down due to age, they deteriorate when they lack the raw materials needed to maintain the cartilage, tendons, and ligaments that support daily movement. Egg whites provide those materials in a form that's incredibly easy for the body to digest and repurpose. Let's simplify the science. Glycine helps regulate inflammation and maintain the elasticity of tissues, while proline is essential in forming the triple helix structure of collagen. Think of it like the scaffolding that holds your joints together. Together, they support recovery, cushion impact, and reduce micro tears that often go unnoticed but add up over time. But there's more. Egg whites are also rich in high-quality protein that strengthens the muscles around your joints. Why does this matter? Because stronger muscles reduce the mechanical load on your knees, hips, and ankles, meaning less wear and tear, and more stable, pain-free movement. It's internal support meeting external function. And if you're worried about calories or fat, here's the good news. Egg whites are virtually fat-free and very low in calories, making them perfect for seniors managing their weight to reduce joint strain. I often recommend pairing them with vitamin C-rich foods, like bell peppers or citrus, which enhance collagen synthesis. So, next time you crack an egg, ask yourself, are you tossing away one of the purest, most accessible tools for joint protection and regeneration? Because, sometimes, healing doesn't come in a pill, it comes in a pan. Your joints don't ask for much, just the right signals, the right building blocks, and the right environment to heal. And among the quiet heroes of joint health, White beans deserve far more attention than they get. Modest in appearance, but mighty in action. These creamy legumes do more than fill your plate. They activate internal repair systems that often lie dormant, waiting for the right nutrients to wake them up. Inside each spoonful lies a powerful duo, zinc and copper, two trace minerals that serve as biochemical catalysts for collagen production. Think of zinc as the initiator. It helps trigger the cellular processes that repair damaged tissues and cartilage. Copper, meanwhile, steps in to support blood vessel formation and tissue elasticity, enhancing not just joint structure, but circulation in the legs, a critical factor in reducing swelling, particularly in older adults who sit or stand for extended periods. What many don't realize is that this combination doesn't just improve structural integrity, it quiets inflammation. The same dull aches that creep into your knees during a morning walk, or the puffiness that appears around your ankles after lunch, are often symptoms of underlying inflammatory cycles. White beans help to intercept that process. With regular intake, 2 to 3 servings a week, you may start noticing less stiffness when you wake up, a stronger push in your step, and less fatigue settling into your lower limbs as the day winds down. There's another layer of brilliance here: plant-based protein and soluble fiber. The protein strengthens muscle tissue surrounding joints, while the fiber supports digestive balance and blood sugar regulation. A balanced gut leads to lower systemic inflammation, and that means fewer inflammatory markers attacking your cartilage from within. From kitchen to table, white beans are endlessly adaptable. Slow, cooked with herbs, pureed into soups, or served with a drizzle of olive oil and lemon. They invite simplicity while delivering complex healing. There's no learning curve, no exotic ingredient list, just a gentle, consistent supply of nutrients that your body can immediately recognize and use. So take a closer look at that bowl of beans. It's not just comfort food, it's collagen support, vascular care, and anti-inflammatory action wrapped into one humble legume, quietly turning meals into medicine. The journey toward joint repair isn't just about what you eat, it's also about what you absorb, and how efficiently your body stays hydrated at the cellular level. After rebuilding your collagen matrix with white beans, it's time to turn our attention to something just as essential, but often forgotten: hydration with purpose. Because without proper fluid balance, even the best nutrients can't reach where they're needed most. This brings us to an unexpectedly powerful ally: coconut water. At first glance, it may seem like just a refreshing drink. But inside that lightly sweet liquid is a unique blend of natural electrolytes, primarily potassium and magnesium, that do more than quench thirst. They directly influence how your joints feel and move. Every day, your joints rely on synovial fluid, a lubricant that prevents bone-on-bone friction. When you're even mildly dehydrated, this fluid becomes less effective, and you may notice it in the form of stiffness, tightness, or discomfort when bending, walking, or climbing stairs. What makes coconut water special is its bioavailability. It closely mirrors the electrolyte makeup of your own body fluids, allowing it to be absorbed quickly and deeply. This helps maintain fluid pressure in joints, support muscle recovery, and improve overall mobility, especially for seniors who often face challenges in retaining hydration. Beyond hydration, coconut water plays a quiet but meaningful role in inflammation management. The presence of natural antioxidants and small amounts of cytokinin compounds may help reduce oxidative damage in joint tissues over time. Think of it as providing a gentler internal environment, less irritation, more repair. For those who experience swelling in the feet and ankles at the end of the day, coconut water can act as a natural diuretic, promoting the elimination of excess sodium and improving blood flow. Better circulation means less pooling of fluids in the lower limbs and less strain on already burdened joints. It's not about replacing medication or overhauling your diet overnight. It's about strategic, consistent support. One habit at a time. Whether added to your morning smoothie, sipped after lunch, or enjoyed during a walk, a daily glass of coconut water can be a simple yet profound way to support your joints from the inside out. You've just explored the top 5 natural sources of collagen, from chicken feet to coconut water, each offering essential building blocks to restore strength, flexibility, and vitality to your joints. But rebuilding collagen is only one side of the story. Like any valuable structure, once it's repaired, it needs to be protected. Because every day, your body is under silent attack, not from injury, but from oxidative stress, the kind that breaks down cells, inflames tissues, and quietly erodes the collagen you've worked so hard to restore. This is where antioxidants come in. They're your body's internal defense system, neutralizing the free radicals that accelerate aging and weaken joint integrity. So, if collagen, rich foods are the construction workers of your health, antioxidant, rich foods are the bodyguards. And among these, few are more potent and accessible than purple fruits. Let's begin this next chapter with the vivid, nutrient-dense world of blueberries, blackberries, and dark grapes, nature's richest sources of anthocyanins. These deep, colored pigments aren't just responsible for the fruit's vibrant hues. They are powerful antioxidants that shield your existing collagen from oxidative degradation. What does this mean in practice? It means slower cartilage erosion, reduced inflammation, and a greater chance of preserving joint elasticity well into later life. I often compare anthocyanins to sunblock for your joints. Just as sunscreen protects your skin from UV damage, anthocyanins protect your internal tissues from cellular breakdown caused by free radicals. For seniors, this is particularly critical because, as we age, our natural antioxidant defense weakens, making us more susceptible to inflammation and stiffness in the knees, hips, and shoulders. But there's more to these fruits than antioxidants. Take resveratrol, for example, a compound found in the skin of dark grapes. It improves blood circulation, which directly enhances nutrient delivery to your joints and helps reduce swelling in the legs. Many of my patients who add just one serving of purple fruit to their daily routine report lighter legs, fewer flare, bumps, and even visible changes in skin tone, particularly around the ankles and knees, where poor circulation often leaves signs of fatigue. From a biochemical perspective, the fiber in these fruits also plays a subtle but crucial role. By supporting gut health, it helps regulate systemic inflammation because an inflamed gut often fuels inflammation elsewhere in the body, including the joints. And of course, stable blood sugar from fiber, rich foods helps minimize glycation, another silent process that damages collagen fibers. How can you enjoy these fruits? Easily. Blend them into smoothies with spinach and chia seeds. Sprinkle them over yogurt. Add them to your oatmeal. Their natural sweetness makes them a perfect substitute for processed desserts, helping you reduce sugar intake, which is one of the greatest enemies of joint health and collagen stability. So, before you reach for that sugary snack or processed energy bar, ask yourself, why not reach for something that satisfies your taste buds and shields your joints at the same time? In every handful of blueberries or cluster of grapes, you're not just indulging, you're investing in a future with smoother steps, stronger cartilage, and a body more resilient to the clock. This is just the first of many antioxidant-rich foods we'll explore, because once you've built your inner foundation, protecting it becomes the next intelligent move. While purple fruits bring vibrant sweetness and cellular defense to your daily routine, purple corn arrives with a deeper, earthier strength, an ancestral grain that doesn't just protect collagen, but fortifies the vascular highways and connective tissues that carry nutrients throughout your body. If berries are the elegant guardians of your joints, Then purple corn is the quiet warrior, sturdy, reliable, and packed with potent compounds that defend your body from within. What sets purple corn apart isn't just its color, it's the extraordinary concentration of anthocyanins, those same powerful antioxidants found in dark berries, but in even higher amounts. These compounds protect your collagen by reducing oxidative stress, lowering chronic inflammation, and strengthening the blood vessels that nourish your joints. This becomes especially valuable for older adults, where microcirculation often declines, leading to poor tissue regeneration and that all too familiar feeling of heaviness in the legs. But purple corn brings more than protection. It's rich in manganese and phosphorus, two minerals crucial for bone density and cartilage repair. Manganese acts as a cofactor in the production of collagen and antioxidant enzymes, while phosphorus supports skeletal strength, making this grain a dual action food, preserving what you've built and reinforcing your body's foundation. The fiber in purple corn adds yet another layer of benefit. It stabilizes blood sugar, supports gut health, and helps regulate the immune system, an often overlooked key to keeping joint inflammation under control. It's this combination of antioxidant, vascular, and metabolic support that makes purple corn more than a snack. It's a therapeutic tool. Enjoy it roasted, ground into flour, or as a tea infusion called chicha morada, a traditional Andean beverage, when prepared simply, without excessive sugar or oils. Purple corn retains its protective properties while offering a satisfying flavor that fits easily into your routine. So here's the question to ask yourself today. Is your daily diet simply feeding hunger? Or is it feeding protection? In the rich hue of purple corn, nature offers a signal. The deeper the color, the deeper the healing. From the deep, grounding energy of purple corn, we now shift to something smaller, brighter, and surprisingly powerful. The vibrant acerola cherry. If purple corn strengthens the walls that protect your joints, acerola fuels the biochemical engine behind collagen production itself, because without the right spark, even the strongest building blocks can't come together. Acerola may be tiny, but it holds one of the highest concentrations of natural vitamin C found in any fruit, far exceeding oranges or lemons. And when it comes to protecting collagen, vitamin C isn't optional, it's essential. Your body cannot produce collagen without it. Collagen synthesis is an enzymatic process that relies on vitamin C to stabilize the structure of the protein itself. Without this vitamin, even the collagen-rich foods you eat won't convert into usable material. I often compare it to a construction site. Collagen is the bricks, but vitamin C is the worker who assembles them. And acerola brings that worker to the job consistently, efficiently, and without side effects. This is particularly crucial for seniors, whose absorption of nutrients may be less effective, and whose immune systems often work overtime, dealing with low-grade inflammation. But acerola doesn't stop at collagen assembly. It's also a potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agent, helping reduce swelling in the joints and counteract the damage caused by free radicals. Whether you're dealing with arthritis, post-exercise discomfort, or that general morning stiffness that feels like rust in your knees, acerola offers gentle, effective relief. In clinical terms, acerola's impact on immune modulation and inflammation control contributes to improved joint function and faster recovery after stress or strain. The body becomes more responsive, less reactive, and better equipped to repair itself on a daily basis. This small fruit is also low in calories, making it ideal for older adults managing weight. Related joint pressure. You can enjoy it raw, blend it into smoothies, or combine it with purple fruits for a powerful antioxidant synergy. Its tart, refreshing flavor pairs beautifully with other healing ingredients. So next time you think about boosting your joint health, ask yourself, are you feeding the builders or just hoping they'll show up? In acerola, nature has given us a fruit that doesn't just protect collagen, it activates it efficiently, beautifully, and in every bite. After fortifying your body with antioxidants, from the lush sweetness of purple fruits to the earthy resilience of purple corn, and the vitamin-charged brilliance of acerola, you've now built a protective shield around your existing collagen. But defense is only part of the equation. True, lasting joint health also requires a solid foundation. And that foundation begins with the right raw materials, nutrients, that not only support collagen production but also enhance the environment in which it functions. This is where vegetables and seeds step in, not just as fillers on your plate, but as biochemical allies that help your joints, skin, and muscles do their job more effectively. Let's open this new chapter with one of the most underestimated powerhouses in the vegetable kingdom, kale. Don't let its humble appearance fool you. Beneath those dark green leaves is an exceptional concentration of vitamin K, a nutrient often overlooked but absolutely essential for anyone over the age of 50. While calcium may get the spotlight for bone health, vitamin K is the backstage technician, ensuring calcium goes to the right places, into your bones instead of your arteries. It helps bind calcium to the bone matrix while preventing calcification in blood vessels, a process that not only maintains bone density, but also supports optimal blood flow to your joints. Better circulation means better delivery of collagen, building nutrients. But kale doesn't stop there. It's also rich in chlorophyll, the green pigment that supports detoxification at the cellular level. Why is that important for joint health? Because when the body is burdened with toxins, whether from diet, stress, or the environment, collagen metabolism slows down. Think of it like a construction site clogged with debris. Nothing gets built efficiently. Kale helps clear the path, allowing your body to make the most of the collagen you produce or consume. And then there's its anti-inflammatory profile, loaded with vitamins A and C. Kale supports immune balance and reduces joint discomfort at its root. I have seen patients with chronic knee pain experience real improvements after consistently adding kale to their diets, whether raw in salads, sautéed with olive oil, or blended into smoothies. Its magnesium and potassium content adds yet another layer, helping to regulate blood pressure and prevent fluid retention in the legs, a common concern among seniors. When circulation improves and swelling decreases, people often say their legs feel lighter, their movements smoother, and the evening fatigue less pronounced. So before you dismiss that bunch of leafy greens in your fridge, ask yourself, could this simple vegetable be the reset button your joints have been waiting for? In kale, you're not just feeding your body, you're giving it the tools to thrive, repair, and move forward with strength. From the deep green density of kale, we move towards something lighter, crisp, cooling, and often overlooked: cucumber with the skin on. If kale helps detoxify and direct calcium where it belongs, then cucumber steps in to hydrate, soothe, and support the connective tissue itself, offering a refreshing counterbalance in both flavor and function. At first glance, cucumber may seem too mild a matter, but don't let its simplicity deceive you. Beneath that thin green skin lies a quiet powerhouse of silica, a trace mineral essential for collagen synthesis and tissue elasticity. Silica acts like a catalyst, helping your body create stronger, more resilient collagen fibers, the very structures that give your skin firmness and keep your joints flexible. And here's the key: the majority of that silica is concentrated in the skin. So peeling your cucumber means discarding one of its most therapeutic elements. This is particularly relevant for seniors who begin to experience joint stiffness, cracking sounds in the knees, or a slow loss of skin tone around the legs and ankles. Adding cucumber skin and all into your daily meals can support both the look and the feel of joint health. But that's just one part of cucumber's story. Its high water content, over 95%, makes it one of the most naturally hydrating foods you can consume. Proper hydration is not just about drinking fluids. It's about how those fluids are distributed and retained within your tissues. Cucumber supports your lymphatic system, the network responsible for removing excess fluid and cellular waste. When your lymph flow improves, leg swelling decreases, heaviness is reduced, and tissue oxygenation is enhanced. And let's not forget its contribution to vascular health. Cucumber offers a gentle dose of vitamin K and potassium, helping regulate blood pressure and reduce fluid retention, both of which are directly linked to joint stress and fatigue in the lower limbs. Patients who struggle with swollen ankles or puffiness around the knees often benefit from a week of simply adding cucumber to their water, salads, or green juices. It's a low-calorie, high-impact food that doesn't just fit into any meal, it quietly transforms it. So the next time you slice a cucumber, pause and ask, am I just adding garnish? Or am I feeding the very structure that keeps me moving? In every bite of cucumber with skin, your body finds moisture, minerals, and the subtle support it needs to stay light on its feet. From the refreshing hydration of cucumber, we now turn to something heartier, warming, grounding, and rich in restorative minerals. The sweet potato. While cucumber helps your joints glide with ease, sweet potato helps them withstand the impact, supporting not just flexibility, but resilience and repair from deep within. Unlike starchy white potatoes, sweet potatoes bring a unique profile of nutrients specifically aligned with joint strength and collagen activation. At the center of this nutritional gift is manganese, a mineral that often goes unnoticed but plays a critical role in enzyme function, especially the enzymes that drive collagen production and cartilage regeneration. Without enough manganese, your body struggles to form the structural proteins needed to maintain healthy connective tissue. And when you consider the wear and tear your joints endure over decades, that regenerative support becomes non-negotiable. But sweet potatoes' benefits don't stop at collagen. Its vibrant orange color signals the presence of beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that converts into vitamin A, further supporting tissue healing and immune modulation. For individuals dealing with chronic inflammation, whether from arthritis, overuse, or age-related joint degradation, this natural anti-inflammatory action brings real relief. It doesn't numb symptoms. It helps correct the internal imbalance that causes them. The presence of vitamin C in sweet potatoes adds another layer to this effect, assisting not only in collagen synthesis, but also in fighting oxidative stress, the same cellular damage that wears down your joints day by day. The combination of these nutrients creates what I often call a joint recovery matrix: nutritional components that feed, defend, and rebuild your body simultaneously. There's also a metabolic advantage. Sweet potatoes have a low glycemic index, which means they release energy steadily without spiking blood sugar levels. Why does this matter for joint health? Because blood sugar spikes contribute to glycation, a process that stiffens collagen and accelerates tissue aging. So by stabilizing blood sugar, sweet potatoes help maintain collagen flexibility, keeping your movement smoother and your tissues younger. In terms of digestion, their high fiber content supports a healthy gut, something that's increasingly linked to inflammation control and immune balance. Roast them, steam them, or mash them with a bit of olive oil and herbs. Sweet potatoes offer comfort without compromise. So ask yourself this simple question: is your comfort food comforting your joints too? In every soft, naturally sweet bite of sweet potato, there's not just warmth, there's biochemical support for a stronger, more flexible you. From the earthy nourishment of sweet potatoes, we now arrive at a food that feels almost luxurious in texture, but works just as hard behind the scenes: the avocado. If sweet potato helps rebuild the structure, avocado helps maintain the balance, calming inflammation and supporting collagen from a place of deep cellular harmony. Avocado is rich in monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, an anti-inflammatory lipid that supports cell membrane integrity, stabilizes hormones, and nourishes joint tissues from within. For older adults struggling with chronic joint pain, morning stiffness, or the slow, quiet degradation of cartilage, this kind of healthy fat becomes essential, not optional. It acts as a lubricant at the microscopic level, helping tissues stay supple and reducing the friction that leads to wear and tear. But what truly sets avocado apart is its content of vitamin E, a fat, soluble antioxidant known for protecting existing collagen from breakdown caused by oxidative stress. When free radicals accumulate through stress, pollution, or processed foods, they target proteins like collagen and elastin, weakening the very fibers that hold your joints and skin together. Vitamin E acts as a shield, preserving both structure and function. Avocados also contain glutathione precursors, supporting the body's most powerful internal detoxification system. Why does this matter for joint health? Because a body burdened with toxins is a body constantly inflamed, and inflammation is the silent saboteur of cartilage health. By reducing internal stress, avocado gives collagen the peaceful environment it needs to do its job properly. There's more. The potassium found in avocados helps regulate fluid balance, reduce swelling in the legs, and improve circulation, particularly beneficial for those who experience heaviness or puffiness in the lower limbs after a long day. With better circulation comes better nutrient delivery, and with that, faster repair. And let's not ignore the fiber, just like sweet potato. Avocado supports gut health, a foundational pillar of inflammation control. A healthy gut equals a calmer immune system, and a calmer immune system means fewer immune cells attacking joint tissue by mistake. Spread it on toast, add it to salads, blend it into smoothies, or simply enjoy it with a pinch of salt and a drizzle of lemon, however you serve it. You're not just eating for taste, you're eating for transformation. So next time you slice open an avocado, ask yourself, are you just feeding hunger, or are you feeding healing? Because in its creamy green flesh lies not just nourishment, but long-term protection for every step you take. After the creamy richness of avocado, which soothes and stabilizes from the inside out, we now turn to something smaller, but remarkably potent, the humble sunflower seed. While avocado offers deep cellular nourishment, sunflower seeds deliver precision protection, targeting the microscopic threats that silently chip away at your collagen and joint integrity every single day. These tiny seeds are one of the richest natural sources of vitamin E, the same antioxidant we praised in avocado, but here, it's even more concentrated. Think of vitamin E as the shield that guards your body's collagen fibers from oxidative stress. As we age, we naturally accumulate more free radicals, especially from processed foods, pollution, or chronic stress. Left unchecked, these free radicals attack the very structure of your joints, skin, and tendons. A handful of sunflower seeds, eaten regularly, strengthens that frontline defense, preserving the collagen you've worked so hard to build through diet and lifestyle. But their benefits don't stop at antioxidants. Sunflower seeds are also a remarkable source of selenium, a trace mineral that plays a dual role, boosting immune function while reducing systemic inflammation. Selenium helps regulate immune responses so they don't become overactive and start targeting your own tissues, which is especially important in autoimmune related joint conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. It also supports tissue regeneration, making recovery from joint strain faster and more efficient. What I often emphasize to patients is how well these nutrients work together. Vitamin E reduces the damage, selenium aids the repair, and the healthy fats in the seeds enhance the absorption of both. The result: smoother joints, fewer flare, whoops, and greater resilience against daily stressors. And let's not forget the aesthetic benefits. Sunflower seeds support skin elasticity, particularly in areas like the legs where sagging or visible veins can begin to show with age. Firmer skin, reduced puffiness, and better circulation. These are all outcomes linked to the consistent intake of these nutrient-dense seeds. Toss them into salads, blend them into smoothies, sprinkle them on oatmeal, or simply snack on them raw, preferably unsalted. A small handful a day is enough to begin seeing long-term benefits. So ask yourself, are the smallest things in your diet pulling the biggest weight? In sunflower seeds, nature condensed a pharmacy into a single bite, one that protects, restores, and fuels your journey toward lasting joint health. From the compact strength of sunflower seeds, we move to a richer, more concentrated source of cellular repair, Brazil nuts. If sunflower seeds act as daily maintenance for your collagen, Brazil nuts are the emergency support team, stepping in with deep, restorative power when your body needs it most. Just one Brazil nut a day can provide your full daily requirement of selenium, one of the most crucial but often deficient minerals for joint protection, collagen preservation, and immune balance. Selenium doesn't just reduce inflammation, it helps control the inflammatory response, ensuring your immune system doesn't mistakenly attack your joints, which is especially vital for those dealing with chronic conditions like osteoarthritis or early signs of autoimmune dysfunction. But selenium is also a collagen defender. It shields your collagen fibers from premature breakdown, especially in areas like the knees, hips, and shoulders where movement is constant and wear is inevitable. Pair that with Brazil nuts' healthy fats, and you have the ideal delivery system. The fat enhances selenium absorption while also contributing to joint lubrication, keeping your movements fluid and pain-free. Another underappreciated benefit: Brazil nuts support circulatory health. Improved blood flow means better oxygen and nutrient delivery to joint tissues, which accelerates healing and reduces swelling, especially important for those who feel heaviness or stiffness in the legs after standing or walking. The magnesium found in Brazil nuts also supports muscle relaxation, helping ease tension that can pull on joints and cause discomfort. And while their benefits are powerful, Brazil nuts require no complicated preparation. 1 or 2 nuts a day is all you need. They're not just a snack, they're targeted joint therapy in natural form. So before you reach for a generic supplement or anti-inflammatory medication, ask yourself, could the real medicine be hidden in something as simple as a single nut? In the Brazil nut, nature delivers precision, concentrated, effective, and crafted for resilience. By now, you've laid a solid foundation through greens, roots, and seeds that don't just nourish, but actively participate in the repair and resilience of your joints and collagen network. From the detoxifying force of kale to the hydrating clarity of cucumber, from the regenerative strength of sweet potato to the anti-inflammatory brilliance of avocados, sunflower seeds, and Brazil nuts, you've built more than a plate. You've built a biochemical support system. But what if we could go even deeper? What if there were ways to enhance mineral absorption, reduce internal swelling, and gently assist the body's natural elimination pathways, all while sipping a warm, calming drink? Welcome to the next phase of your journey: herbal teas that accumulate minerals and calm inflammation. These aren't ordinary beverages. They're ancient botanical allies, used for centuries not just for comfort, but for function. And the first in our lineup is one of the most mineral, rich, and underappreciated of them all: horsetail tea. At first glance, horsetail may look like a simple wild plant, but beneath its reed, like appearance, lies an incredibly rich source of organic silica, a mineral essential for the formation and reinforcement of collagen, tendons, ligaments, and even bone tissue. Silica acts as the finishing coat for collagen fibers, improving their flexibility and resistance to breakdown. Without it, your body's structural proteins are more brittle, less responsive to repair, and far more vulnerable to daily wear. As a tea, horsetail becomes a bioavailable form of silica, delivering its benefits gently and steadily through your bloodstream. For individuals suffering from joint stiffness, swelling in the legs, or that deep fatigue that settles into the lower back and knees, regular consumption of horsetail tea can act as a subtle but persistent form of internal reconstruction. But silica isn't the only benefit. Horsetail also has mild diuretic properties, meaning it helps the body eliminate excess fluids that can accumulate in tissues, especially the legs, ankles, and hands. Unlike harsh pharmaceutical diuretics, horsetail promotes gradual fluid release, which in turn reduces pressure and inflammation around joints. I often recommend it to patients who describe their legs as heavy by evening, or who wake up feeling puffy and immobile. After just a week of adding horsetail tea 1 cup in the afternoon, perhaps while reading or winding down, many notice less swelling, better range of motion, and even improvements in skin tone and firmness, especially around the knees and calves. And let's not overlook the emotional comfort. The act of brewing tea itself invites mindfulness, slowness, and a reconnection with the body's needs. In a world where health advice is often rushed or packaged, horsetail tea asks you to pause, sip, and let the healing take root quietly. So now ask yourself, are you just hydrating or are you mineralizing? In every warm cup of horsetail tea, you aren't just drinking, you're supporting deep cellular repair, joint integrity, and long-term resilience. Let me tell you about Michael, a retired literature teacher living in a quiet coastal town. At 67, Michael had resigned himself to the slow decline of his mobility. He no longer took evening walks like he used to. His knees would swell by midday, his ankles felt tight, and climbing stairs had become a task he approached with hesitation. The painkillers gave him temporary relief, but he wanted more than a patch. He wanted to heal. During a routine consultation, we discussed a different path: nutritional therapy, grounded in real food and consistent habits. Michael agreed to try something new: a 30-day protocol using natural collagen, supporting and anti-inflammatory foods. Each morning began with a warm cup of horsetail tea, followed by a breakfast of boiled egg whites with a handful of blueberries and a side of acerola juice. Lunch often included white beans, sweet potato, and steamed kale, paired with water infused with cucumber slices for snacks. He kept unsalted sunflower seeds and a Brazil nut in a small jar by his reading chair. Dinner, always centered around bone, rich fish broth or chicken feet soup, slow, cooked with herbs. And every afternoon, he hydrated with coconut water while watching the sea. By week 2, Michael noticed his legs no longer felt heavy after meals. By week 3, the swelling in his ankles had significantly decreased. He even began to take short evening walks again, slow at first, but steady. By day 30, Michael reported smoother movement, less morning stiffness, and surprisingly, even tighter skin around his calves and knees. Michael's story is not extraordinary. It's simply what happens when the body is given what it needs to rebuild. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, just food, intention, and time. As a physician who has spent years caring for older adults, I can tell you this: collagen is the unsung hero of healthy aging. It's not just about smoother skin. It's what keeps your joints gliding, your ligaments strong, your tendons flexible, and your bones resilient. As we grow older, our natural collagen production declines, and with it comes stiffness, swelling, and loss of vitality. But the good news: you can slow and even partially reverse that decline through targeted nutrition. The 15 foods we explored aren't just healthy. They are biologically aligned with the body's natural repair systems, helping you preserve existing collagen and produce more of it, naturally and sustainably, whether you sip horsetail tea or enjoy a bowl of bone. Rich fish broth. Each choice feeds the very fibers that hold you together. Collagen isn't a luxury, it's your foundation, and every bite you take can be a step toward strength. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed ways to stay strong and live well.